Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for today's Northern Ag TV. We're coming to you from the Billings Hotel and Convention Center at the 2026 Montana Soil Health Symposium. We're joined here by Marni Thompson with the NRCS office. And Marni, this is the 7th Soil Health Symposium, a great turnout and a lot of good conversations today. What do you get from putting this on for the 7th year in a row?
Well, when we first started, we didn't have a lot of producers that actually were doing this kind of stuff. And so now what's really great about the symposium is we have producers all over the state of Montana that we can bring. And I think that's a big thing. When we send out the surveys, the producers really like watching their peers and listening to their peers talk about what they're actually doing on their own property here in Montana.
Absolutely, and as we continue to talk about soil health, regenerative agriculture year after year, you can see it growing, you can see it evolving, and more producers keep coming to the Soil Health Symposium. This week we have a great lineup of speakers. Of course, we just heard from Phil Verde talking about bison, beetles, and beavers, and there's just a lot more conversations to come. Why don't you highlight a few of the speakers that we'll have at this year's symposium?
We had Don Huber, so he's from Purdue University, and he talked about plant nutrients, plant disease, micronutrients, and how that works together. And then we have lots of producers from the state of Montana. We try to double up with producers that are doing crop ground and then producers that are grazing so that we can capture all the audience in the state of Montana.
A great turnout. There's a lot that happened today, a lot more to come tomorrow as well. And when we kind of take a step back, Marni, and we look at the speakers and the information, all of the storytelling, I think that's a highlight for many of the folks that attend, is hearing other producers' stories, what they tried that succeeded, what they tried that failed, and being able to learn from that. What do you hope producers can gain from coming to this year's symposium?
I think a lot of them sometimes get overwhelmed with making changes, and so I think that is a lot of it, is showcasing what works and what didn't, and so that they don't make the same mistakes. I think that's key, and just giving them hope that they can try and not to be scared of making mistakes and trying those new things.
Absolutely. We'll have more coverage coming from this year's Soil Health Symposium. Be sure to tune in to our Northern Ag TV tomorrow to hear from some of the speakers. That's going to wrap up today's Northern Ag TV. I'm Colton Young.